to Entrepreneurship 115. My name is John Dobson. I will be the instructor this semester. So today we're going to go over the syllabus. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to have everyone introduce themselves. We're going to review the expectations for this course, the grading and the workload. We're going to identify some learning goals, and we're going to sort of discuss what is entrepreneurship and what you want out of this class. So when we're looking at why people have taken this class, people have sort of different ideas about what entrepreneurship is. So I want to sort of go around the room and ask people, just think of these questions. Tell us your name, where you're from, what your study or program you're in, and why you took this class.
Hi, my name is Juan. I'm from the Dominican Republic. I am a senior psychology major, and I took this class because my professor recommended that I learn something about entrepreneurship.
Nice to meet you, Juan. ¿Hablas español? Yo también. I find a lot of psychology students take this class, and they do really well in this class because sort of persuading people to buy your product or service, you use a lot of a lot of what you learned in psychology. So welcome to the class, and I hope you'll have some fun. Anybody else?
Yes, my name is John. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a freshman. I'm an undeclared major, but probably will go into management. And I'm taking this course because I want to learn how to make a lot of money.
Hi, John. Nice to meet you. So part of entrepreneurship is making money, and the beauty of this course is that you're going to have the opportunity to explore and try out your different ideas to make money. And so welcome to the course, John, Juan, and everybody else. So a little bit about myself. I transitioned into academia after running my own business for 21 years. I had an import-export business. And I designed this course to sort of replicate the experience I had when I was your age, when I started my business. So I started my business as an undergrad. And if you look at the map, I lived in Canada, and I hopped into that car, and I drove all the way to Mexico. And I bought this stuff. And then I went back to Canada, and I tried to sell it. This is an actual picture of my very first craft sale. I don't play the guitar, and I was just pretending to be asleep. And as you can see, I wasn't really that good at it. There's products there like this mask that never sold, took years and years to sell. There's other things that sold quite well. But over time, I developed this business into a multinational business, won numerous awards in Canada for fastest growing business. And so what I've tried to do in this course is replicate that initial experience of learning to be an entrepreneur. And so when you're looking at the course description, this is what the course description says in the syllabus. I focus on what's in red. The course objective will include a real, I crossed out realistic, preview of the challenges of entrepreneurship. So essentially, you in this course are going to launch your own entrepreneurial business. And then you're going to go through the challenges of what it actually takes to start and run a business at the micro level. And so this sort of aligns with the mission of the university, where they want students to explore different topics, to discover, and then to act. My focus is act, and then you'll discover, and through acting, you're going to explore this concept we call entrepreneurship. And so the philosophy in this class is drastically different than the classes that you have taken through your undergrad. And John, for you,
since it's your first class, you have nothing to compare it to. But it's about learning. So I'm going to give you opportunities to learn, and I try not to teach anything. I'm not going to pontificate and tell you everything I learned about entrepreneurship. You're going to experience it. And as such, there is no textbook. So you don't have to spend $100 on a textbook that you're never going to open. Every student's going to get a journal. And in the journal, you're going to write down your own entrepreneurial experience. You're going to write your own textbook. It's fun. It's got a series of activities, but essentially it's your reflection on the process. And really what a lot of students are interested in is how to get an A in this class. And what one student told me once is that it's simple, in that to get an A in this class, to get a B in this class, you just simply have to work on your venture for 5 hours. Still here, so my clicker's not working. To get a B plus, you need to do the activities that I outlined in the workbook. To get an A minus, you need to simply try each week to do it better. And to get an A plus, you need to actually do it better. And so, as the student told me, it's simple to get an A, but not easy. So every week, this is the entrepreneurial cycle. This is my expectations of you. You're going to come up with an idea. The week first assignment is, if you look inside your workbook, there's $1. And the first prompt or assignment is, take that $1 and make as much money as you can. That's your idea. It must be legal. It must be conform to the University Code of Conduct. And it also must align with your moral compass. So I don't want you to do anything that you think is immoral, illegal, or doesn't abide with the University Code of Conduct. So you can't make money writing essays for other students, for example. Then really this 5 hours, you can spend 5 hours doing this, try to implement this, try to make as much money as you can. And then next week you're going to come back and tell us what happened, the outcome of this action. And then in class, you're going to present the outcome. And in class, we're going to have a discussion about what happened, why it happened, how you can do it better. And then we're always going to end the class, each presentation, with class feedback and collaboration on how you could do it better. And then the idea, the concept is that you take this information, your experiences in this information, and the following week you revise your idea and try it again. And so this is the cycle of how the class progresses. Idea, action, outcome, reflection. How can you do it better? And then revise the idea. All right, any questions on that? Backwards, going the wrong way. And so the principles that we're going to use are the bird in hand principle, which is really, you have $1, you focus on what you have. I love the saying in Spanish, which is slightly different. In the U.S., the saying is a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. In Latin America, Spanish, it's un pájaro en la mano vale 100 volando. So a bird in the hand is worth 100 flying. And so focus on what you have and what you control and not what you don't control. Affordable loss is, at the end of the day, it's $1. If it doesn't work out, it's $1. And remember, from the grading criteria that I explained earlier, it doesn't matter if your business makes money or loses money. As long as you spend the time working on it, it's grade safe. In other words, your grade isn't in jeopardy based on how much money you make or lose in the business. In fact, most people, I've never had anyone lose money. A couple of semesters I had somebody come close. But usually people make money. My goal is that you make enough money in this class to pay for the tuition for this class. That's my measure of success. But that's just me. Lemonade is the principle that you're going to have mistakes, things aren't going to go well. And so you take these mistakes and figure out something, learn from it, and try to do it better. Crazy quilt is the beauty about this entrepreneurial journey that you're all going to take is that each of your contexts, who you are, we have a student from the Dominican Republic, we have a student from Brooklyn, everyone in the class is named John or Juan, but we all put together and create and
construct our entrepreneurial opportunity differently based on who we are, what we know, and who can help us. But ultimately, I allow students to get into groups, but no bigger than a group of 3, in the sense that I want you individually to experience the process and not pass it on. The businesses are so small that you need to pilot the plane and be in charge of it. And then ultimately the effectuation cycle is this, we're going to repeat this cycle over and over. And slowly over time, you're going to get better and better. And you'll figure out what works and discard what doesn't. And really just have a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Go out and make as much money as you can.